of the National Football League. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from Santa Clara. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
That is a big gain for the 49ers. 32 yards. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
From the gun, it's Purdy. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
60 by 6. Roll, roll, roll.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Harrison Mevis on corner field goal.
And this one is blocked.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now there's 2 ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Pistol formation with Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
3rd and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And that'll set up 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Jack. Panther. Check go.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Now, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. That is fielded at the 20. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
Here we go, set.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
19 Lion. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Now this looks like a design run, and he will do it himself. He's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
His drive will start on the ground. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
1 quarter.
The end of the first quarter with the score.
Ready, set. Unlock line. Unlock.
Play action now. Purdy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Alert! Alert! Set go!
On 2nd down, Purdy. He's going to take a shot down the field. He is in. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, 49ers. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
2nd down, Jackson. going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the field.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's Jake Bailey now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
60 Maverick.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
Ready?
2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set up. Bring it. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down.
Ball leading. 70
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And this will be incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and
19 tight.
man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Hey, check that. Street. Trap 60, trap 60. Get up.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Inside the 10, it is caught. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing again is Purdy. This one caught at the 4. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down. Have some more.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. He'll mark it at the 3. Dulcich now brought in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. That his second touchdown of the game, and 17 for the season. Mevis good on the extra point. And the 49ers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make better decisions here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here's a third down and 4. Jackson now. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure if this was one of those situations. but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
A second down throw here for Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Bring them down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
60 by 6. 7 by 6. 7 by
48-yard line.
Go.
Purdy on first down. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches.
Let's go.
That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
On the double.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18. Pioneer. Bronco. Hey, smash Bronco. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Now Purdy. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson out of the pistol. Taking off. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go,
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
With the score, Niners 21, Ravens 14.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The third quarter begins with a run. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Hurt, hurt. Hey, hey, check that. Dragon 60. Ready?
Purdy now on 2nd down. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Ho-ho! And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raven first down. Jackson looking to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he will score. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Go.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Hold it ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hook.
They'll try to run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Checking it down, this one is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
There's a guy, Mike, who just refuses to go down. You love to see the old school kind of stiff arm. Get off me. Ability to break these tackles and still pick up big yards.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, middle.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
To the ground, a first down run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Warrior 70! Buffalo 18! Smash! Smash!
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Bronco 80! Hut, hut!
On second down, Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Reload! Check go!
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Jackson now to throw on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
3rd and long for Jackson. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Purdy. Downfield. And it's caught by Ayuk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Purdy now on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. That is catch number 60 for the season. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check, hurt, go.
Again in the air for Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll throw again with Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Viking 18. Dragon 60.
Here's Purdy again. He'll go right and find his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On play action, here's Jackson. Fires left sideline. That is complete. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. first and 10. Jackson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore. Throwing Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll get this out wide. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. And he will score again. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 35, 49ers 24.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Check, Panther. Check over.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he will score. Game on. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco. All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? Back to the air is Purdy. That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
49ers 30.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's second and 6. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now, how about this? It's a fake. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. This is 1st and 10.
Set. Check. Go.
They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now, a big third down. That is caught. He's in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. So now, an extra point really doesn't help that much. We'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. We'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
A first down throw for Jackson. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Now it's Jackson. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. To the air one more time with Jackson. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flock.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final snap of this game. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final snap of this game. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.